First of all, I want to thank the Speaker for creating this select committee. Part of me is a little jealous that we didn't do it when we were in the majority. But I hope you all take it in the sense of what this committee has created and why. Because I take it very serious. I was able to make appointments, but to Mr. Kilmer and Mr. Graves, there's only one other committee in Congress that's equally numbered, and that's the Ethics Committee. What you have before you now is a window and an opportunity. You have a set date when you have to be done by, but I think you have a very willing Congress on both sides of the aisle that would like to see Congress take the traditions of the past but apply it to a changing future. We all understand that Congress is by the people and for the people, but I believe our Congress should be effective, efficient, and held accountable. And there's many ways to do that. Structure dictates behavior. And there's a few things I want to point out that I know you'll look at rules from Approps and others, but I want you to put in your mind something even different. There's a few things we did in the last Congress that wasn't partisan in any way. It created something called the Innovation Initiative, and every bill we put through would get about 300, and I think it averaged 372 votes. We didn't start out to write something bipartisan, but what it dealt with was how to make Congress more efficient, but use technology to do it. And I want to point a few of those out for you. One is the very first bill that was signed in the last Congress, mine called the Talent Act. If we really want to get fundamental change here and utilize technology, we may need help from the outside. Think of the Peace Corps, but think of it in a manner of some of the brightest minds around the world in technology companies that want to give back to their country, not create a new occupation, but maybe spend 2 or 3 years in our agencies and others. Because the one thing we understand is how you analyze data could help you improve your customer service, could make you more efficient, and can hold you more accountable to where you're weak in that. And I think bringing some fresh eyes in, we have this program now. Then I want you to also think we created something called the bug bounty. Technology continues to change our life, but where are there weaknesses in our technology? So what we did, we created a bug bounty for DHS where we invited the public in, and they would sit there and work through it and show us where there were problems. And the one thing that you get there, cost efficiency, but they get a reward in the basis of what they find, but you get the public getting more ownership of their own government and helping in that process. Created something, passed a bill called Vet Tech. There's new ways of education out there, like Udacity. I don't know if any of you have heard of Udacity. Udacity was created by Sebastian Thrun. And what he did was he made a college program that was shorter, and you'd go to work at these technology companies. Some of it would be online and others. But our own veterans were not allowed to be a part of it. So as technology continues to change our life, let's make sure Congress has the same ability to do it. And this is one prime example, and I give another Graves credit for this. This is Garrett Graves came to me. We all have this in dealing with our constituents. A constituent calls us, and they have a real need, but a timely need. And we simply say, well, can you come into the office and sign a release of information, or let me mail it to you. You put it and you mail it back. But at the same time we're saying that, a UPS driver pulls up and we just sign digitally accepting of that package. So we engaged government, and you may not know this, but there is a private program going on right now in a number of our Republican and Democrat offices that use this digitally, a release of information form. So they can send us the information. We could be faster in our service, but think about how that would go with everywhere else and provide that data as we move through. So what I'm looking for is building greater confidence in the institution that we have, utilizing the 21st century technology to make us more customer friendly, give us more accountability, but at the same time will give us greater information that can hold us accountable in this process. One other thing I'd like you to look at, in utilizing, one thing that Steny Hoyer and I have done together, we utilize a digital service where we have a hackathon, where we invite all these hackers in for 2 days, and we let all these different parts of the government finding ways that we can do it better. And it grows every year, and the public gets very excited about it, and it saves us a great deal amount of money. Now, other things you want to see is as the 21st century comes on us and we move more towards technology, are we secure? Blockchain is changing and revolutionizing the security of the financial industry out there. Why would we wait around, and why wouldn't we institute blockchain in our own to be able to check the technologies but also the transparency of our own legislative documents? And why can't we use the basic skill of a Microsoft program that when we change bills, any alteration, you see the red mark through, you see where the change has come, and it's instantaneous. That's not a partisan issue. It helps on all sides. So personally, I hope you take the job that you're on very serious, because I'm going to take your recommendations in a very serious level. And I'm hopeful and I'm thankful that so many are turning out, that we have an opportunity to take this window, not on a partisan basis, but you could actually help reframe to the 21st century the ability to make this place more effective, more efficient, and most importantly, more accountable. I thank you.
Thank you.